What is love? 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 8. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. A lot of things were mentioned in that passage, so let's divide it up. So the first thing that I think when I look at that is that would be good to have on a wall for a married couple. Not that they would look at it and point the finger at each other, but that they could see it and check themselves. Love is patient, kind, rejoices with the truth, always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. Love does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil. I want to tell two different stories of love. First, I want to share an example of love from the world's point of view. So two people meet each other and they have butterflies inside and they have feelings and they just feel they're just in love. They fall in love with each other. So they decide to get married and they have those butterflies in their stomach and they have that feeling of love. But one day they wake up and they don't have those feelings anymore. They don't have those emotions anymore. So they fell out of love. So they get a divorce. And so that's kind of maybe like a world's definition of love. That's just a feeling, temporary. And then I want to show what the Bible says love is. So this is what Jesus says. Jesus says, "Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for his friends." And that's exactly what Jesus did. And it wasn't something easy. It was the hardest thing that anyone's ever had to do. But he chose to do it. He chose to suffer. He chose to die a terrible death for his friends. He was beaten, he was harassed, he was spit on, he was mocked. All of his friends left him. He was alone. They whipped his back until his back had no skin on it, and then they forced him to drag a splintery piece of wood up a hill, and then they nailed him to that splintery piece of wood, and then he died. And that's what he says love is. That's what true love is. So when we look at that, the reason that's the greatest love is because love is choosing to suffer for others. Love is doing what you got to do even when you don't want to do it. Love isn't a feeling. Love isn't temporary. Love is hard sometimes. So if you love someone and you get married to someone, like when they get married, they say through the good times, through the bad times. That's what love is.
Better for worse.
For better, for worse, exactly.
For richer, for poor.
For richer, for poor.
For sickness and health.
Sickness and health.
Till death do us part.
Till death do us part. And that's what love is. That's what people profess when they get married, which is the greatest proclamation of love, if you want to say it that way.
Love is action made visible. It's something visible that you do. It's in the will.
Yeah.
It's not.
Right.
Love is confused with emotional feeling. When you have love, you do have emotional feeling, but it's not. It's in the will and in the action.
Yeah, it goes deeper than the emotion, right? To conclude, love is not a feeling or emotion or something temporary like butterflies in your stomach, but love is doing what you gotta do even when you don't want to do it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, stay tuned, and God bless.